family, good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 11th, and for this week's video, I'm gonna just showcase a quick update on the tank, and hopefully we can get our fish today. That does depend on the chemical levels of the tank. Since I do have our test kit right here, I did just run a test. We'll talk about the results right now in a little bit, but for now, let's start off with an update on the tank. Starting off first with the left side of the tank, Nessa had a great idea to add some pothos into the tank near the bubbler. I think it's been helping a lot to dissipate the bubbles here at the top. One of the issues, or I guess a complaint that people have in the hobby, is that the bubbles are kind of loud. I kind of like it though. Kind of sounds like, little zen here, as Nena would say. Then we also added this cave right here. My plan is to get some more gravel though. I want it to be more like a mountain over here with some entrances, because right now it kind of just looks like a little plastic tube in my tank. So hopefully we can add some more gravel to that. I bought this testing strip kit from Petco. Costed about $15, and it tests for all of the following chemicals: general hardness, carbonate, pH levels, and nitrate. So all we got to do, open it up, take a test strip, put it in there a couple seconds, and then let it dry off to the side. Then we'll compare those levels to the scale right here to see what chemical levels are present in the tank right now. After letting the test strip sit with the water for about a minute or two, we can take the bottle and compare what our levels are to the scale on the bottle. Looks like we're on the higher side of the pH levels, as well as the nitrate and the general hardness. My plan is to take my water to Petco to get it tested, as their testing apparatuses are a little bit more detailed. So last time when I bought the plants, I actually held on to the containers for them. That way I can just rinse these out, scoop up some of the tank water, and take it with me to Petco. Like I mentioned, they do have better testing systems there. Hopefully they can tell me what chemicals I need to add to the tank before letting the fish in, and that way we can make sure the fishy has a good first couple days in the tank. All right, we're in the car now, got our tank water, gonna go get it tested at Petco. But first, we're gonna stop for some lunch. All right, parked a little bit away from the restaurant, but it's like the only tree with shade. Just got here to Big Tuna. There it is, sushi time. Happy hour time, sushi time, and it's not even Friday. Bruh, it's like not allowed. Okay, just got inside. Here's the happy hour menu. Whoops. Happy hour menu. Gonna order off of this one because it's pretty good deals actually. So yeah, super excited for that. Shout out to Theo Chuck, because he said I look comfortable on camera, and now I'm in public trying to be comfortable on camera, and I don't think I'm comfortable on camera. So shout out to all the people that are in here listening to me right now. Live YouTube video. Yeah. This is probably the main reason why Nessa and I come here. They have Japanese tacos, and it's Taco Tuesday, huh? Taco Tuesday. It's got spicy tuna. This one has spicy tuna. This one has crab, and then some sauce on top with some cheese, tomatoes, and the crust, or the shell, I guess, is made out of fried zucchini, tempura zucchini. I also got miso soup, and Nessa got some edamame. Is it good? Mm-hmm. Well, that was really good. We also stopped for some ice cream. I got some sherbet. Nessa got
cookies and cream with brownie bits.
Cookies and cream with brownie bits. Got it at John and Bonds. I don't know if you can see it in the background. It's somewhere over there, right next to Big Tuna. If you guys come out to Chico, definitely recommend both of these spots. John and Bonds for ice cream and Big Tuna for their sushi. Now we're gonna go to Petco. Okay, just got to Pet, and there's so many cool betas here today, guys.
She's my favorite.
That's a female?
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh, I
think that might be a male. Yeah. We're trying to get a female beta, like we said earlier.
Okay. New favorite.
New favorite? They're funny. Yeah, they're fighter fish. So we're trying to just get one. We got a big tank for it though, so should be just one. Yeah, I got a 10-gallon tank. So yeah. We did some research. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Yeah, see, we got a lot of encouragement. Ooh, yeah, that one does look cool. Let's see. Also, kind of cool that betas are all female kois are 25% off right now. So that's going to be really cool. Okay, so just waiting on an employee to help us out with our water testing. There's so many cool koi though, or beta, koi beta. Look at these four that we kind of picked out right now. It's gonna be between these four. This one's cool though, it's pink, I like that. This one has a flower pattern though on it. I don't know if you can kind of see that right there. Then we got this bad boy. This one's silver, looks really, really cool. I really like it. And then this one too. I'm honestly kind of in between these two though, right here. Back home now from the pet store. Unfortunately, I did get my test results back for the water and they said that my alkaline levels were a little bit too high. After a quick Google search, which I'll put right here, I can see now that using distilled water and diluting the tank should help alleviate this alkaline issue. So I went to the grocery store and got some distilled water. Although this was a simple task, it was really fun to use the water siphon as sort of a vacuum for the gravel. I was able to pick up any debris that was left over from adding in the plants. And then lastly, I was able to replace the water with the distilled water that I bought at the store. Okay, the distilled water is now in the tank. Gonna let that cycle for another 24 hours and hopefully tomorrow night is when we get our beta. For now, just gonna discard all the water that I siphoned out and call it a day. Good morning. Today is Wednesday. Today our plan is to get a fish, get some more gravel for the corner cave of the tank, as well as to get some more plants just to fill everything out. But first we're gonna change out of our PJs, feed Miss Luna over here, and then we're gonna make some coffee. I think Nessa already started on that. Yeah.
Look at the chocolate in it.
Ooh, chocolate in there. Kind of looks like spooky trees. But yeah, that's our plan for today. So I guess we'll see how that goes. Petco time. Also brought Luna so she can maybe get a new toy or something. Special guest Luna, yay! Water testing and beta fish looking. All right, we're at PetSmart right now. We left Petco, got so much help at Petco. Shout out to Pablo, one of the workers there. He did let us know that to help with our alkalinity levels, we need to add some driftwood and some flat moss into the tank. We got that driftwood at Petco, which I'll showcase later. But also at PetSmart, they have the flat moss, which if you can see is flat. Then we're gonna glue it onto the driftwood piece that we have. So hopefully that helps with our alkalinity levels. So unfortunately, no fish yet, but we did get quite a good haul for plants to make sure that the fish can be here relatively soon. So next, I'll be implementing all of these into the tank. Probably gonna have to move some stuff around just to make sure everything fits well. I'm probably just gonna take everything out and then put the gravel in and then put all the decorations in. Now that I have the area of the tank cleared that I want to put the new stuff in, I'm gonna rinse out all of our new stuff before putting it into the tank. As I mentioned, I made sure to run this gravel under some warm water in the sink. That way I can eliminate any possible water contamination. Then I used the scraper tool to spread the gravel evenly and even used my hand to flatten it all down. After that, I started messing with the plants and the various decorations that I was planning on using. Just seeing how they looked in the tank. Ended up going with a different design than what I have here. But I did keep that corner with the Buddha and the moss balls. It's actually my favorite corner, especially because the cave is right there. And here's kind of what the final product is looking like. After putting in all of our decorations, I think we're gonna call it a day for now. This has been really fun though, implementing all of the plants and decorations. Something that I wish I would have known or at least researched a little bit more would be the different variety of plants, because I didn't realize how much that really affects the chemical levels. But it was really fun going to all the stores today.
It was, honestly. I like how the workers were giving a lot of input too.
Yeah, shout out to Pablo at Petco. He was really helpful. The guy yesterday wasn't really that helpful. I'm not gonna say his name. Don't want to put him on blast like that. But yeah, this guy today was really helpful, and he was actually the one who recommended the driftwood and the moss. So it was really cool getting that and picking that up for today. But yeah, I think we'll just call it there. Okay, it's been a couple days since we filmed. Today's Friday the 15th, so it's been about 2 days of letting the tank cycle. And let's take a look at some pretty cool updates I have for y'all. So on Thursday, I was able to go to Petworks, and they had some floating water Sprite, which we can see here. Got quite a bit of it for like $10, and here it is in the tank. I got some airline tubing and some black electrical tape, and just made a little floating device for the plants to keep them in. And we also went to PetSmart and got some snails. Yay, snails! Actually, some animals in our tank now, so that's pretty cool. So I know a really big struggle that we've been having recently with the tank is those alkalinity and general hardness levels. That's why we actually went to Petco and PetSmart again. We were looking for water testing as well as a softener for the water, but we actually got some pretty good advice from one of the employees.
He said to get snails. So we got some snails.
Yeah.
And we got netherite snails. And he actually suggested those instead of mixed snails because those have 4 tentacles. Pretty cool. It's like 2 here and 2 down here, and they move in the water.
Yeah.
And the betta would most likely eat it.
Yeah, so that's why the netherite snails are good, because they only have 2 of those tentacles, and it's not so intriguing to the betta. So hopefully that should be good. Our plan now is to just let the snails acclimate to the water. I'm gonna go to work, and that should be enough time for them to get used to the water temperatures, and then we'll release them into the tank and showcase what our names are for them. Yeah. Super excited. All right, just got home. Time to put our snails in the tank. I think what I'm gonna do is just drain their bag over the sink with one of the fish nets. That way it's just an easy transition into the tank. I was notified by the PetSmart employee that it's important to make sure that they land upright, or else they're not gonna come out of their shell. And if they don't come out of their shell, they can't eat. And if they don't eat, that's not good. So we gotta make sure that they land upright. So next clip, I'm gonna be doing that. I gotta say, feels really good to finally get some like animals in the tank. I mean, I know we got plants and stuff. Plants are cool. I'm not hating on the plants, but this guy's just so cool. He's already traveled so far, halfway across the tank. He started right here. Now he's over here. That's pretty cool. Okay, so right now I'm heading to Home Depot. Something I forgot to think about earlier was that the snails can crawl or slither. Do snails crawl or do they slither? I don't know. But either way, they can get out of the top of the tank. So I want to make sure that they don't do that. So I'm heading to Home Depot to get a mesh wire. So that way I can kind of just cut it to size of the top of the tank. And that way we'll have kind of like a makeshift lid. And if it's not secure enough, then I'll just use some like electrical tape or some like duct tape to stick it to the top and make it so that way I can open it when I need to access it, but keep it closed when I don't want the snails to be getting out. So heading to Home Depot right now. Okay, I found what I needed. Found this netting right here. Costs about $8. And I also found this aluminum screen, which is also $8. I was at first probably going to use this, but it's also $20. So I think this combined is $20. So I think this will be better. It's also smaller. It's not as much or as wide as the gap in between each part. So I think it should work out perfectly for the fish tank. Like I was saying in the store, I was originally planning on getting that metal wiring just because that was just where my head went first. But after looking around the store, this is a way better deal, and I can have the same amount of durability as that wire netting if I just use multiple layers of this aluminum sheet. I also got this window screen. Not too sure how I'm gonna fix that onto the lid yet, but I think if I just put this window screen in between two of the aluminum sheets, then that should work as a pretty good lid. I'm just gonna cut it at home. While I cut up the materials for the tank lid, I'm gonna hand it over to Nessa so she can give you guys a quick update on what the snails have been up to while we were away.
Kind of looks like he's waving at me. That's cute. Whoa. Well, this one barely started moving. They came attached and then they started exploring, but then Mega Doo-Doo over here started climbing on Dee Dee.
DD Mega Doo-Doo.
Dee Dee just pushed him off. And Marty's over there freaking exploring. Look at him.
I wished I could go to the wild.
Dang. So Marty started over here with these two, but then went all the way over here where that root is in the corner, traveled all the way in the back, and is now all the way back there. He actually went to the corner and then decided to go back. But he's traveling compared to these two homies. Hi.
Right, not really sure where we are with this video, but right now it's Saturday morning to be specific. We just went to the farmer's market, got a bunch of stuff, ham and cheese croissants.
Killed that.
Got some ham and cheese croissants, we got some tomatoes, we got some
Red
shishito
onion.
peppers. I'm super excited to eat those at home. Now we're gonna go to Petco to get our fish, because I'm pretty sure we'll be ready to go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So let's do that now. We're in Petco now. Super excited. This is Lotus. She is one of the fishes you might have recalled from our clips from earlier this week. We've been waiting all week. So happy nobody else bought her because we've been getting her home ready for like a couple days now. So let's go buy her and bring her home. Okay. We made it back home. We got a couple of updates. But first, apparently, it was Petco's 60th birthday. Happy birthday, Petco. Happy birthday, Petco. Got a whole goodie bag worth of things. Shout out to Petey. You might have some gifts coming your way. Before I get into our fish though, I forgot to film last night on our lid. I just got 2 aluminum sheets, cut them to size, duct taped them together, had some cutouts for our plants and our devices as well. Just rests on top. It is a little bit flimsier than I'd like it, but an advantage to that I realize is that I can just kind of lift it up to feed the fish, so that'll be pretty cool. And now, let's look at our fish. Welcome, Lotus. Her name derives from the last Avatar because of the white lotus, and she's also red. She also has a little flower mark on the side of her that looks kind of like my earrings.
Wow.
Yeah, I matched my fish today. Also, quick update. We got Marty and Dee Dee over here, and Mega Doo-Doo's right here. So it looks like everyone's having fun in the tank. Just gonna get Lotus acclimated to the water and then let her swim. She looks super excited. She was not moving too much when we first got her, but now she's like trying to dart out of the thing, which is pretty cool. Look at her. Look at her little fins. Just keep swimming. just keep swimming. All right, it's been about 2 hours since we put the container with the fish into the tank. I think it should be acclimated by now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the container, take it over to the sink. I'm gonna pour it out over here. That way I don't get any of the water from this pet store into my tank. And then we'll rush back over and put Lotus back in the tank. So let's do that now. Okay, got the container. Now we're heading over to the sink. So exciting. I've been waiting to do this for like 3 weeks. All right. Let's try to do this gently. Okay, run. Come on. Come on, Lotus. There she is.
Come on, go in. Yes, that's your home. That's your home. What? Yes, that's your home.